Hey, what's up guys? So an Avengers Endgame trailer just popped out of nowhere, right out of the blue. I was almost shitting bricks this morning, guys, because I woke up at like 9 and the trailer had been released at around, I think, 7. And I thought tickets for sure go on sale. It's the second trailer and luckily they didn't, but that was a pretty insane trailer, guys. We got a lot of good new telling shots. Our first glimpse of action out of all the footage that we've pretty much seen so far. We got a whole bunch of Hawkeye. We got to see Captain Marvel and those new white suits that we've been seeing around recently. So this was a pretty awesome trailer. Lots of good new stuff. It seems with each time new footage comes out, guys, I just get more and more confused about what actually is happening in the movie because so many things come up, but I'm gonna do my best to try and break it down and speculate on some of the more interesting things that I saw in the trailer, like what is Hawkeye doing on this mission in this red room? Where is Ant-Man exactly in this? And where exactly are the Avengers and who exactly are they fighting? And why haven't they shown us Thanos yet? So I'm gonna do my best to try to get to all those in this video. So if you're interested in hearing about my thoughts and my speculations about any of that, then definitely stay tuned. But before we begin, make sure if you are subscribed to turn on your notifications to keep up with all my latest uploads. And if you are new to the channel and you like this video, please consider subscribing. I always appreciate it. So with that all out of the way, let's get right into it, guys. So the trailer starts off with a highlight from some of the core Avengers movies, some of the more particular parts. We see Tony Stark when he escaped the cave, and we also get a voiceover from Tony Stark about escaping the cave, more than likely while he's recording his last message to Pepper Potts, very much tugging on all the heartstrings. We see a red highlight throughout, more than likely due to the 10-year anniversary. We get a quick shot of the Benatar just floating out there in space. Transition to Captain America the First Avenger footage with what I believe is a Peggy Carter voiceover. Quick shots of Hawkeye with his family looking like he's having a good time, but sadly I feel like this is just moments before they are about to get dusted, and I know this is gonna kill me in the theater. I feel, especially in this movie, we are going to find out just how important, how crucial Hawkeye is to the Avengers, and that's gonna be amazing. New shot of Clint and Natasha holding hands while Clint is in the Ronin suit. What I'm assuming is that his family gets dusted and he doesn't know who is responsible or what the hell just happened, so he starts looking at his ledger and all that red, he starts going after all the people that he thinks could be responsible for his family's demise. So that's what I'm thinking is happening, and he tells Natasha, and you know, she sympathizes and she tells him what's actually going on. We get a voiceover from Thor about seeing these people dying, so I think this might actually be a possible allusion to that time in Avengers Age of Ultron when he has that vision and he sees, you know, everybody with the white eyes and stuff, and I guess that's what he's alluding to. We get that voiceover from Steve about moving on but not us, and as he's talking to Natasha, and Natasha has that long hair with a blonde tips. There's at least 3 different hairstyles that she has in this movie, in this trailer alone, so it's gonna be all over the place, guys. We get a quick shot of Bruce Banner at the compound, and we see some kind of like staff in the background, kind of just blurred, and it honestly kind of looks like the glaive of Corvus Glaive. Now, it wasn't destroyed in Infinity War, so maybe they took it with them, but I don't know if he's going to come back. But in the comics, if the glaive exists, if it's not destroyed, then Corvus Glaive can't die. So that glaive has to be destroyed for him to die. So I don't know if they're going to translate that into the MCU. Scott Lang out of the quantum realm, and he's looking at a bunch of papers of missing people. Now, I'm very curious right now because it looks like he might be on his way to go see his daughter Cassie, and we do know that Emma Furman is going to be playing an older Cassie Lang in this movie. So I'm wondering just how long Ant-Man spent in the quantum realm, because there's been talk about him going through a time vortex, which I'm kind of iffy about, but this kind of alludes to that he actually did go through a time vortex. If he did come out 5 years later, that's pretty crazy, and that would make sense because Emma Furman is a great deal older than the original actress who plays Cassie. We see Nat and Clint on a jet, same jet that looks to be flying, I guess, into New York. I'm not too sure what that city is. It looks like Nat's hair is pretty red, so this could be very well at the ending of the movie or probably in the second act. We get this sick shot of Rocket and War Machine. I'm really loving War Machine's new armor. It's super hulking, super bulky. It's perfect. That's what War Machine should be. And Rocket's new Guardians getup. I hope all the Guardians wear that uniform in the third one, and I want to get my thoughts out on the third one in another video. I don't know exactly where they're at, but it looks similar to certain shots in the rest of this trailer. We get a quick shot of Scott Lang looking at something, and there's a noticeable glow, like an orange glow on his suit and definitely in the background. So there's only 2 things things that I know in the MCU that glow like that with that kind of range. That's either a quantum tunnel or it's a sling ring portal. So I don't know if this is where Wong steps into the picture or not, but those are the only two things that I can guess at this point from this shot. Thor in that armor with Stormbreaker. It almost looks like it's a Battle of Wakanda. We see that Thor's hair looks pretty much identical to the Battle of Wakanda. I don't know if this is some kind of flashback or if this is like, you know, a time travel and this time, you know, Thor actually goes for the head. I'm not sure. If not, I would have to say he's on that planet that Thanos is on, which I've heard has been called Titan 2 or possibly the Garden. We get a shot of Nebula looking absolutely furious. Now, there's only one person that I know that can really get her like that, especially at this point in the MCU, so I'm guessing she has to be looking at Thanos. If not Thanos, probably Outriders. We know that Outriders are going to be in the movie because of some Lego set leak. This could be where Captain America is and where Rocket and War Machine are. Now, who they're fighting, it seems likely that it is Thanos who they're fighting. If not, then it's a swarm of Outriders, or who knows, it could be some other alien species that we don't even know about yet, guys, or that new supposed bigger and badder villain. And this could also, you know, maybe be the Garden Planet. And we get the shot of Cap strapping up the shield, and he looks pretty mad as well. I'm really digging that scale armor. It looks pretty awesome. Ant-Man traversing through some pens and pencils and over into some kind of water. We can see that there's some fire. There's also a visible cord just hanging. So we can pretty much surmise that wherever this is, it's probably on Earth. And I actually want to say that this actually might be where Hawkeye is. And I have a feeling there's some special mission going on. There's some kind of plan to this, of course. I'm thinking if they are at this place, then they have to get something. We see Clint running down some kind of red hallway, which I believe now is pretty much confirmed is that place that we saw Clint in the big game TV spot. And I saw a whole bunch of people talking about how it's Ultron, it has to be Ultron. Whatever they're doing here, there's somebody that has to be opposing them, whether it's Thanos or maybe, you know, some Outriders or other lackeys of Thanos, but somebody's definitely opposing them. So I'm very curious to find out just who that is. And at the end of the trailer, we get a little bit of levity with Thor kind of confronting and testing Captain Marvel. He, you know, summons Stormbreaker like inches away from her head and she doesn't flinch, and she kind of gives him this little smirk. And the whole point of this was basically to show how badass Captain Marvel is. Guys, so that was pretty much all the points in the trailer that I saw and that I noticed now. And some of the other things that I want to talk about is pretty much we still have not seen or fully seen Thanos in any of the footage that we've got. We've gotten a, you know, a shot of his hand with the gauntlet, and we didn't even get to see the full gauntlet, guys. So what I'm thinking is something's going on with Thanos. I think that whatever Doctor Strange did to the Time Stone has got Thanos super messed up. I mean, we've seen from promotional art in the poster that was like just released that he's wearing his armor again, and the armor is a symbolic message. So when Thanos puts on that armor, that means he's no longer a god. That means he can be hurt. You know, he took it off for a reason in Infinity War. Now he can be hurt, which is a good sign. So I'm very intrigued on why they haven't fully shown us Thanos, and if they're going to. We also see the Avengers walking through that little shot, and that kind of coincides with the other previous shots that we've gotten that weren't as close, and we finally get to see the amazing white suits. They look so badass. War Machine's armor, that white and red quantum advanced suit, beautiful, just beautiful. It looks good on everybody. We see Nebula's there. We see Tony Stark in the white suit. Everybody's looking fly. The only people that we do not see that we know have suits is Professor Hulk, Rocket Raccoon, and Thor. So I don't know where they're at, but those three for sure have suits. The only person that I don't think has a suit is Captain Marvel. What I'm guessing here is Rocket is kind of too short for the frame, or maybe they're finishing some CGI on that, and possibly maybe Thor and Captain Marvel are off-world. We know that Valkyrie is going to be in the movie, so maybe Thor is on a mission to go and find her, and maybe both of them are going to gather respective troops to help aid them in the fight against Thanos. I mean, there's even been toys of Valkyrie, you know, already released. There's even a toy of Star-Lord that's been released, I think even before a Captain Marvel Endgame toy. So I don't think it's crazy to think that these characters might get resurrected, you know, probably in the second act, at least a few at a time. The movie has been rumored to be 3 hours, and now it kind of seems like it is going to be officially 3 hours, and a lot can unfold in 3 hours, guys. So I can't wait personally. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I could surmise from the trailer, and I'll probably make more in-depth videos on certain points in the trailer that have got my questions up, like Ant-Man and how long he's in the quantum realm, and how he actually escapes, and what exactly Clint is doing. What is the plan? What's the mission? But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of the trailer. If you have your own speculations, maybe if you saw something that I didn't, please let me know. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on the trailer, and let me know what you thought of the video. If I got anything anything wrong or if I missed anything, please let me know. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.